So here's my model of a smartphone computer system. It has a processor, it has storage, I've got the glass as an output, and I have a load of ingredients as my input. Now smartphones can take in data in lots and lots of ways, and some are more common than others. So one way I often put data into my smartphone is using the keyboard on the touch screen. So I have a banana here which represents that data. Really standard stuff. And of course we need a nice banana for a good smoothie. Another really common way to get data into a smartphone is the microphone when you talk into that. And this orange juice represents data going in via that route. Pop that in, it would be a bit sludgy otherwise. So another really normal way of getting data into that phone is your camera on the phone. And this yogurt represents that really standard way to get that data in. So I pop all of those in, and that would make quite a normal smoothie if I processed it. So I've got the input, storage would process it, and then I would get the output into the glass. But actually your smartphone is far more advanced than that. I can get data in loads and loads of different and quite weird ways. One of the things a smartphone has is an accelerometer. It tells us which way the phone is oriented. So these sprouts are going to represent the data from the accelerometer. Quite strange, but then an accelerometer is quite a strange piece of kit. And so in they go. Your phone can share files. One of the ways it can share files is a protocol called Bluetooth. And you can send files to friends' phones and you can get files from those phones. So this blue cottage cheese represents that sort of data going between phones. I'm going to pop that into my smoothie. It's now in the storage. And lastly, a really common use of a smartphone is as a sat-nav. So that pulls down data from satellites, from GPS satellites, and it processes that and it will tell you exactly where you are on the Earth. And I have these prawns here, and these prawns are going to represent my GPS data, and they're going to go into my smoothie. In fact, a lot of data comes down from the satellites all the time. We're going to pop a few more in. And so we're ready to process that. We've had input, we've stored it in the blender. I'm ready to process it, and hopefully we're going to get something fantastic out of this. And of course with a computer, that storage is digital, and the processing is actually a computational method, and the output is something different. But this is a model of our smoothie. I've finished processing it, and now the final thing to do is to actually output that smoothie. And out it comes. And there's the finished output. But fantastic smoothie, now getting stored in my recycle bin. Now normally I would empty my recycle bin maybe once a day, but I think after the prawns and sprouts in that might happen a bit more regularly for the time being. So there's our smoothie. Next time you use your smartphone, you might want to think back to that, think about the input, process, storage and output, and hopefully that will let you understand what your smartphone does and actually how a computer system works.